Hello again, friends. We had a big drive getting here to Yellowstone, but we're here about to arrive at our campground. Without much delay, let's get into this. Okay, we are checked in. You have to go in, there's an official check-in process here. It's kind of like checking into a hotel. It's this place is, I guess, luxury when it comes to camping. I think I need to turn around though. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I do. But I'll show you here while we swing around. You've got laundry from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and showers. They give you this card. I guess I get 4 free complimentary showers for 2 days. That isn't bad. I can take 2 showers a day, which I'm fine with 1 every other day. I don't even know if I'm going to today or not. I might later. We'll see how I feel. I feel clean. I took one yesterday, like afternoon, so it's not even been a full day. But essentially, we got my site. I'm in site C60. This is a big campground. And I'm right next to the restroom, which can be a good thing or not great. Mainly, what I say not great because you know, if you're really close, you hear noise all night long, people flushing toilets and people cutting through your campground and that kind of thing. So we'll see. I'm really not too worried about it though, to be honest. I'm in a very relaxed, chilled out mood. So what is that? It's B loop. I'm in C loop and I'm in a tent. So I assume, I don't know if they put me in a tent only. He drew a map for me to the site. So it should be here and it should be, is this C loop? Yes, so I'm in site 60. So far I like the look of this campground. It's very well shaded. Very, like, so far the sites look decently spread out. It's very national parky, even though I think it's a private company, Xanterra, if I'm not mistaken. 55. I'm looking for a bathroom because then it would be like, okay. 57, 58. There I am. I'm on the left side actually. Is that right? Yeah. Well, there's the restroom. Okay, I'm pretty far away from the restroom. I'm right next to the dumpster. How does the parking work here? I guess it's just a pull-out situation. This is not bad at all. I will take it. I'm very close to all of the conveniences. You got a gas station here. You've got laundry, showers, restaurants. This is luxurious camping, not the usual what we've been up to. I wouldn't have chosen to camp here, to be honest, if they had reservations at some of the national park campgrounds, just to make my camp view work easier. Because I'm pretty sure they don't take reservations here. So like I said, what's the point of doing the drive-through if you can't choose your site? I'll think about it. We'll see. And you can see it's a really big campground. See, there's many loops. But other than that, it seems like a nice place, and let's get on out and explore my site on foot. Nice shade here, really nice shade. And yeah, the next campground, I've had some campgrounds on this trip where people were closer than they are here, so I dig this. And the bathroom's just far enough away where I feel great about it. It's about as far away as it was when I was at Apgar Campground, and that wasn't very bad, so I think we're good. Let's go see. I think I need to move my truck further in. I don't have a driveway because it's blocked, so I'm assuming I just need to do what I'm doing here. Like over here seems like there was a spot, but anyway, lots of good little places to put the tent. I'm probably gonna just set it up right here. My neighbors are over there, but there's lots of little trees to help block sight lines for some privacy. But right here seems like a good spot. There are some roots in the ground, but if I put it like right in the center, I think I'll be good. And then the picnic tables right there. And then the fire ring. Or actually, this over here might even be a good spot for a tent, except now we're getting closer to the restroom. So, but this is pretty flat down here. But I kind of like right there the best. As long as I don't see more roots sticking out, I think we'll be okay. And this is a nice pine forest. It's got a nice fragrance to it. Almost like a ponderosa pine kind of smell forest. Not like a really piney pine sol pine kind of smell, but a sweeter smell. That some of you probably know what I'm talking about. It's very pleasant, actually. I think this is gonna be, I might want to just go to that waterfall and get the job done and then come back here and relax. I'd say my expectations are a little exceeded. I had low expectations for this for some reason, and feeling good about it so far. Feeling really good about it. So the next order of business, I guess, is I'm gonna try to get my truck closer to off the road. Let's just make sure I'm not missing something here. You guys tell me. I guess this actually is probably my driveway. If I pull forward a little bit more, that probably would make sense, like right in front of that bear storage, but not too close to the sidewalk because I don't want people walking and touching my truck. And that's a big bear locker. It's actually a very generous size, but they did say here at this park, you're fine leaving stuff in your vehicle if you want to. I know some might be fearful of bears and stuff. I'm not. Just follow the rules is the main thing. Don't leave food out, and you'll almost certainly never see them. You might once in a while, I guess, but I mean, I'd like to see them. I just don't want them. Like Lake Tahoe is the worst that I've ever had with bears being brazen. I've never seen that anywhere else. I don't know what it is about that area, but just for your information, talking to the gentleman, it was really nice. We had a good conversation. He confirmed that it's really black bear that you're gonna see in here, and grizzlies rarely are seen around these parts. Same story like other places we've camped this whole time. Like I was thinking, oh, grizzly bears, but like I was talking to some lady at some point in the trip. She's like, oh, I thought you had to have like a hard shell like tent or something to be able to camp at Yellowstone. I'm like, I don't think so. It's not, people think grizzly bears are out there to kill you. And they can, but it's not a usual thing. Like, so if you're afraid of grizzly bears and camping in a tent here in a populated area like this, you're not exempt from one roaming through, but it seems highly unlikely. Almost certainly not going to happen based on what the guy was telling me. Like he said they saw one in this general vicinity early on in the year, and that was it. Just to kind of give you the perspective there. Anyway, let me get set up. And there's the final product. I've got the rain fly up. It actually started to rain right at the point I threw the rain fly over it. So I think nature is on my side today. I think it's a good omen. But I decided to put my tent where I said I would. Kind of circle around it. It's a nice level spot. I fit it in there perfectly. Doesn't get much more perfect than that. I don't like being up against the tree fully, but it worked. I don't think there are any bugs or anything on it. So far it is so nice and quiet here because there's not a lot of folks set up for the day yet. I assume they're on their way, or maybe not. I don't know if they spread people out, or I'm wondering if when they choose your site for you, since you don't get to pick, if they, like kind of at a restaurant when you have a server, they tend to group the tables close together to make it easier for the server. I wonder if they try to put the people close together to make it easier for the campground staff, because there's a lot of vacant sites here, but it's still early yet though, so we're not quite at that time of the day, but it is a Saturday too, so I don't know, we'll find out. But I really like these campsites here. I'm very pleased. Another thing that was really nice are the restrooms here are immaculate. the cleanest I've seen at a campground in a long time. So that's one of the benefits, I think, of staying at a privately owned campground sometimes is not knocking campground hosts and people at public campgrounds. They do a fantastic job too, but sometimes those facilities are just kind of dated, you know, and they need one of them, I think at Apgar, was it? Yeah, Apgar is a little bit dated, I thought. So, but they'd probably make more money here and have more money to spend on infrastructure if I had to guess. But this is kind of changing my tune about campsites though. Because I was thinking, ew, like Xanterra private campground, ew. Not that I have anything against Xanterra. I eat their food a lot at the national parks. They're the vendor that pretty much all of the food courts and restaurants are run by them. And I've really only had good experiences, to be honest. So, but I thought, oh, this is probably gonna just be, I was thinking of like Ruby's Inn in Bryce. That was the only other private campground I've stayed in. And for tent camp, for RVers, it was probably nice. There's a lot of amenities, but the tent spots sucked. They weren't that, I didn't really care for it. So I kind of had that in my mind. But I mean, this is a fantastic campground. And finally, my campfire ring is far enough away from my tent that I think I might be tempted to go buy some wood, which they do sell here. A little pricey, I think. It was like $12 for a bundle, and I don't know how many logs you get. I've seen it as low as like $6. I think at the Flathead National Forest Campground, Big Creek, the lady said it was $6 a bundle. But who knows, maybe so it's twice as much here, but maybe they give you more, I don't know. And I didn't buy any to have anything to compare it to, but sun's back out, it's time to take the hoodie off. It gets hot and cold here so fast. I'm excited because I'm gonna see the waterfall. It's really close by. There's a little food court. Maybe I think I do need to eat my hot dogs, but maybe I'll cheat tonight. And I've eaten at the food court place over there. There's like different options you can choose from, and it's just nice not to have to. It's not even making the food. I've got such a good process that it's fast, but and you got to do the dishes, and if you're doing it right, you really shouldn't dump dishwater, you know, in the woods, especially in bear country. You should find the dump station, and you know, so it's a chore basically, something that would be really easy to do at home. Just takes up time. So, and I'd like to spend some time enjoying for once. So I'm thinking about it. Although I was looking forward to my hot dogs and either baked beans or hot dogs and chili. It actually sounds kind of good. Maybe I'll still do that with the campfire going. I think setting up the tent was just the amount of activity I also needed, because now I feel awake again. I was ready to take a nap, but I think you just need some exercise sometimes, and that wakens you up sometimes, and it does for me, so I feel good now. It's now several hours later. I actually decided to go in the tent and lay down, and I passed out and napped. I napped well. It was like really nice and cool, and it was raining intermittently. Not enough to really get things wet or anything. Like the ground still looks dry, maybe a couple wet spots, but perfect. So I decided, hey, if it's gonna do this weather thing, I don't want to get out and get my cameras out in the rain, so I'll wait it out. And I didn't even bother setting an alarm or anything. I just knew I'd get up, and I did. And we have about 3 hours left of sunlight, so I thought we would try to find this famous waterfall up here at the Canyon Village area. And then from there, I'm kind of toying around with buying some firewood and kindling. Maybe I do that first, I don't know. Maybe we walk, I say we find that waterfall first, and then we'll worry about buying some firewood on the way back. I think it depends on how long this whole thing takes, really. I don't think it's gonna take too much time, but I have to find parking and all this, so I don't know anything about what this is about to be like, but it should be right across the street. I'm just making my way in the direction of where I think the waterfall is. I didn't watch any videos to figure out what to do. I didn't, I know I've been here before. I actually stayed in a hotel right around here. There's a education center. There's fishing gear. Here's the general store, so that's one option probably of where I could buy firewood. They sell it back at the campground apparently, so let me park here and figure out where I'm at in relation to where I need to go here. I didn't see any, I don't think this is right. I think I understand what we need to do. And it's not this parking lot that we want. When I left the campground, I think I could have turned left. We're gonna make a right on that road. And then that should wind us down and around by where the falls are. Now what the parking situation is over there, I have no idea. I bet you there's a way to walk to it from here, but it's probably a kind of a long walk if I had to guess. But I'm excited to see this. I was really sad that I departed last time and didn't do this. I felt like it was the only thing that was incomplete. Wait, did it say rim drive to the left? I think it did. So I was gonna go a different direction, but now I'm gonna go this way instead. Let me pay attention here and we'll figure it out. I have a big appetite today. I ate earlier too, that was a big sandwich I ate. I just used all what I had left of stuff, so just crammed it in there. And now I'm like doubly hungry. I don't think I ate enough yesterday. So I'm looking forward to seeing the waterfall and then figuring out what I'm eating. Because I napped longer than I thought. Do I make my hot dog delight tonight? Or do I wait until tomorrow to make hot dog delight? Is what I'm gonna call it. Whatever that ends up being, I don't know. I think I see where a canyon could be off to the left. This feels weird to me. Something feels off, like I'm going the wrong way, but I don't think I am. Let's see what this says. Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, North Rim Drive. I think there's a left turn up here, so that's definitely what we're looking for. And we have to at least drive right in the sun, which is awesome. Go before this guy turns here in case he is. I'm being impatient now. Please have parking. Brink of lower falls. Okay, this is the lower part, and I think we could walk our way up, and I see some parking already. Do I want to park all the way down here? I guess we will, just in case there's less parking there, but that means more walking, but I guess I could use the exercise. All right, let's do this. Not sure though, that's not the falls we've come looking for, I don't think, but there's some falls right there. I heard a noise and looked over there, and look at that. Although I've never done this before, so I have no idea what I'm looking for. So what's this here? Brink of the Lower Falls Trail, and I want to go to the overlooks, I think. All right, there's definitely a canyon here, and I hear falls. Oh yeah, look at that. I think this is in reverse of what I was thinking it was. I thought the falls were that way, but I think they're that way, like flowing this way. But I think we have to go back this way to get the better view. I think that is the big waterfall that I'm looking for. I see people at the bottom. But that's that lower brink trail. Still not quite the view I'm looking for. I think I might see an observation deck about halfway down the canyon. That I could probably do. That's where I think we need to go to get that iconic view that some of you might know. But that is cool. That's a force right there. And I'm guessing you have to hike down. I didn't bring my bear spray. I just remembered, but I don't think I need it around here. Famous last words, right? I assume this is the trail, like nobody else is on it. I saw people down there though. Well, we're going in the right direction anyway, right? It's so quiet back here too. And really pristine quiet. There's nobody here. And the lighting right now is magical in the woods. It's that late afternoon. Sun shining through. It's probably perfect timing. By the time I'm done, should be just right. I hear the falls in my right ear. They're loud. Can you guys hear them? All right, here we go. Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. Eroded and decomposed rhyolite lava rock. 1/4 of a mile away. So it's just, is this where we go? Or I guess it's here. Now I see. I thought we were supposed to go past that sign, but it's here. And it is going down now. I was wondering if there's a way to just drive down a little ways and park to skip this walk, but it hasn't been that long. And I guess I could use a nice little hike through the woods. And it's only a 1/4 mile, so going up will suck a little bit. Hey, it's good for me. Now I'm not sure. This trail just stays up on the rim, it appears. I don't know. What's this over here? More parking, maybe there's a map. Or maybe just an overlook, in which case, yes, I could have driven over here. I wonder if that sign was where I was supposed to go down. There's a trail that went down right there. I wonder if that's it. Oh, we got a good view from up here though. Maybe this is the view that I kind of wanted anyway. Lookout point, we'll start on this side so we can see the depth of the canyon. Oh my gosh, that is steep. Wow. 308 feet is the height there. And I think that trail down there does go to that. There's a bridge down there and stuff, but maybe for another time. All right, that was exactly what I was trying to find, was an overlook that had that exact view. I'd seen many pictures of that. So I wish I had more time. You could probably spend a half a day hiking down to the bottom. I think the trail's right there that you would do. But I need to get dinner and I need to get some firewood, I think. All right, I'm just waiting for people to vacate so I can pull out. But that was awesome. That's actually exactly what I had in mind, what I thought we were gonna set out to do. And then I saw that trail going to the bottom and I would have loved to do it, but the going down was not ever part of the plan. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention here. Parking lot's still pretty full, but it was pretty airy, I thought, and not many are walking down to the next spot. Oh, and by the way, there is gas. I was thinking I could probably fill up at this point. I'm a little more than a half tank. Enough to do tomorrow, but still. I like to be tip-top the whole time. But that was awesome. And I got a little bit of exercise to go with it, so even better. But it's just weird how, like, let me explain this to you. I thought the layout was reversed. I thought the falls were the way we're driving and not behind us. I was convinced of that in my mind. I don't know where I got that from, but so I was kind of confused at first, but then it started to make sense. So I guess my lesson to you is I probably would have just gone straight to this overlook if I knew. Parked, gone to the top, got the awesome view that we got, and then I probably would have done the trail to the bottom had I not done that rim trail and eaten up time that way. It's now 7:10 p.m. So we've been spending about an hour or so on this little adventure in my time. In your time, it's a lot shorter. But it was a perfect treat for the end of a busy day and a day with a good nap. That nap was like, that was my first nap of the trip and maybe my last, I don't know. I haven't been a napper in recent times for some reason, which is good. And I've been sleeping very well throughout the night, soundly every night, because I wear myself out. But I think today was my body just said, you know, man, like that cool air was blowing, the breeze, the raindrops on the tent, nothing hard, just relaxing. And it just soothed me away to sleep. And it was fantastic. I think this is all real evidence of why exercise and being active and not, you know, the way I have been before this trip, sitting on my butt, working hard, but coding all day, every day, 7 days a week, from when I start my morning coffee, sometimes till bedtime. That's how I roll. Although when I'm doing that, I'm enjoying it. So it's not like I'm in misery and cursing while I'm doing it, but the main point is I sit on my butt with very little exercise. I never get up and stretch. And I've been doing more neck stretches and stuff to like help with you get this stuff called fibrosis after cancer treatment. It makes your neck stiff. So I've been actually doing the stuff starting to do the stuff I'm supposed to be doing. So, and it helps. I see there's a thing called Inspiration Point, which are canyon views. That sounds like right up my alley, but you know what we can always do is save that for tomorrow, like save a little bit. We're gonna be seeing other things in the park that I've never seen as I make my circuit around like the northwest corner of Yellowstone. The Campground Tour 2025 will commence tomorrow, early in the morning. But I have lots of little stops of various things that I bet most people don't seek out because they're too busy on the big ticket stuff like the geysers and the fumaroles and the mud pots and all of that stuff. So I'm going to deliver you Yellowstone Smalls is what we're going to call it tomorrow while I do Campview drive-thrus. Ooh, it's bright. I'm looking for that parking lot we started in the very beginning. Yeah, Canyon Village, we're right here. And there's my registration place. This area is fantastic, by the way. The campground experience has been perfect so far. It was probably the one that I was looking forward to the least, if you want me to tell you the honest truth, because I just had some impression that it would be something that it's not. I was thinking, oh great, a corporate-run campground. How could that possibly turn out? But I was the fool. So why don't we go to the... I'm assuming that lodge is open. Yeah, the people are coming in and out. So that's where all the food stuff is. I remember that for sure, because I ate something there. Maybe I can find a salad tonight too. But first things first, we're gonna go into the general store. I'll take you in there with me, show you what it's like. We're just hanging out now, man. We're best friends. I knew it would happen finally. But if I can buy firewood, I think I even see wood right there in the front, don't I? I don't know. My eyesight's not what it used to be. But we'll do this, then we'll go peek in the lodge, and I think to save time, I'm just gonna see if I can eat in there. Although I still have a couple hours of daylight, really. So maybe Hot Dog Delight is still on for tonight. Would you guys prefer that? Oh, I see. It's a fountain and grill. That sounds wonderful too. You know, that wasn't wood that I spied earlier. And then over here is where I think we want to go, the Yellowstone Canyon Village general stores, and then groceries and souvenirs over that way. Wow. There's a lot of stuff in here. T-shirts. I'm gonna tempt myself now. There's the fountain, soda fountain. They probably have burgers and fries over there. Mmm, hamburgers. Some t-shirts. I shouldn't be doing this. I like the red one there. How much they want for that? I don't know. Doesn't say. Oh, 3 for $30. Huh. Pretty much have everything you need here. Ooh, I bet I know someone that would like this. Someone that I know that likes this color, but I don't know if this is cheap or not. Frank Green, 50 bucks. But it's nice to know you have like camping supplies here if you forgot something. Is that bear spray? Oh yeah, they even have bear spray here. How much they want for that? Sometimes this stuff is expensive, like 60 bucks. Oh, $54.99, I was close. It's not cheap, that stuff. I might need more bananas. I eat all my bananas. But look at all the, if you're in like an RV or you have a way to, even I guess me too, in the freezer, you could take this, throw this in the cooler and it would thaw out. Some of those bison meats, make bison burgers, sausages, Bacon Addict, Big AZ. Is that for me? They call me Big AZ, is that my nickname? They even have the, oh, that stuff is pretty good, I've eaten that. I'd say this is pretty nice. Nicer than like a convenience store, but not, it's something in between a grocery store and convenience store, I'd say. But it's all you really need here. A lot of like dairy cheeses, beer, alcohol, soda. They sell wood and ice over where I'm staying, and I need both, so I might just get those over there after all, so we can kind of scope that out. I don't really see ice here, but I'm almost positive they have it though. What's this though? Ah, burritos. Hot Pockets, and more of those Big AZ sandwiches, and they actually have microwaves too, so if I bought that in the morning, I could actually heat it up right here. And then coffee, Primo Cappuccino, Coffee's a little pricey here. I want to check out the fountain here, the soda fountain. That's really what is calling to me, like a hamburger and fries right now, but I'm gonna be good, man. I've been really good. Usually I would cheat by now, but I haven't. I don't see the menu though. I think there's your breakfast menu. Served until 10:30 a.m. an English muffin breakfast sandwich combo. Egg, American cheese, bacon, or a sausage patty. I love those types of things. But what about the dinner menu? I was like, surely there's a menu. Here it is. I might go make our hot dogs tonight and make a fire, but yeah, they do have burgers.
You're good.
They have burgers. They have kind of exactly that along the lines of what I was thinking. Huckleberry float. Chili cheese fries, chili cheese nachos, French fries. I gotta get away from this. Oh yeah, so I thought there was more food over here and it says dining. So let's see. Oh man, this is making me hungry. Rotisserie chicken, roasted trout. It's kind of getting too rich for my blood. Hot dog with beef chili, I could make that for no additional charge. It's like there are different cafes here. We'll just go in and here, I guess. Oh my God, the aroma in here smells so good. Slow food fast. It's like a little buffet type style thing. Oh man. What do they got here? I guess it's just the hot dogs and stuff. Yeah, it's the chili, roasted trout, beef meatballs, and meat Swiss steak. Oh, it smells so good. Anyway, you can kind of see what this is all about in here. It's pretty much just a bunch of delicious smelling food. I need to depart. It's crowded and there's even more down there, by the way. But I just shouldn't be spending money. So I'm gonna be good. Oh, that was hard to depart. See, I guess post-cancer treatment I have much better discipline with that kind of thing, because before that just would have set a switch off in me and I'd be like, nope, I'm staying here. I wanted to try trout anyway, and there you go, I could have tried it. It's probably like, wonder if it's locally sourced trout. All right, I'm sad. I wanted to eat in there, but we're gonna be good, we're gonna be good, we're gonna be good. Oh mama. Back to the campground for hot dogs and pop open a can of chili, I guess. Or maybe I'll make hot dogs and a side of beans. I don't know how I want to go about that. Or I was thinking I could take hot dogs, chop them up, cook them in the chili. Or the same with the beans. God dang, I can't see anything here. That's bad. Sorry about that. Temporarily had to shield my eyes. But I was thinking of chopping up, just tossing them in the chili and heating them up that way. Or the beans. So I have buns too though that I gotta use. So then I'm like, okay, well, I could do chili dogs, but that's not gonna use the whole can of chili. So it would be like chili dogs with a side of chili. And then I was thinking, if not that, just chop them up, throw them in the beans. There's so many ways we could do this. And whatever it ends up being, it's called Hot Dog Delight, is what we're gonna call it. All right, making the final approach to the campsite. I think it looks like I have neighbors that have finally arrived. Campground's filling up pretty well. But we're here. I'm just gonna be good and stick with my plan stand. Back up a little bit so I don't block that path up to the restroom there. All right, let's go eat some hot dog stuff. So here's what's for dinner. Just to make this quick, I'm gonna chop these up, dump them in here. And that's chili, canned chili, Stag brand. And then I'll probably, to use up my buns, I'll probably take some of the concoction and put some on a bun too, but eat some of it in a bowl. All right, I decided to get the fire started. My dinner's almost ready. And hopefully this gets the fire started the way I set it up. Not the best looking fire I've ever made, but it probably should catch. Got a bunch of kindling underneath there. Looks like it's going. Let's check on our hot dog delight. Ooh, it's simmering nice. See that? Should be good. So far my only minor nitpick would be the trail to the bathroom's right there. So as I'm chilling here, the people are going to be walking by, especially around toothbrushing time. But that's okay, I'll just put my back to them. And gonna eat by the fire, and then I think I have to back up my clips for the day, so I'm gonna do that by the fire too. I should probably be close to being done. Hot dog delight. What a concoction. And here's the final product. A bowl of chili with hot dogs in it, and then a hot dog bun with the chopped up hot dogs and chili in it. So I don't know if that'll work. That might actually work out better than the traditional way of doing it, actually. Maybe it'll be less messy, or maybe more. We'll find out. All right, I'm sitting here by the fire with my lap full of hot dog products to try and chili, but it's nice and warm with my legs there. So we'll try the hot dog first. This is messy though. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I didn't think this through very carefully, did I? No, sir, I did not. Let's try this. Mmm. Mmm. It's quite good. And there's the scene right there before me. I got a big bowl of chili on my lap and a nice fire, kind of burning at a nice pace. And I feel the warmth on my leg. Got the sniffles a little bit from that heat. And this is the regular chili, it's not the hot at all. So I don't think this would affect most people like it does me right now. But it's, yeah, but it's good. I just have to take a breather, a break. And then we'll get into the good stuff. But the hot dog was delicious. The cut up bits on the bun, I would actually recommend doing that. It seemed less messy almost to make one like that. So I didn't drip any on me at all, but my eyes are watering now too. It's like on the top of my soft palate is where I have a lot of problems, because that's where I got zapped heavily with radiation, because that's where the mass was growing into my palate. There's a palatine mass. So the top of my mouth is still rough and bumpy from that. And I don't know if it'll ever go back to being completely normal, but when you get hot food in contact with that, watch out. Anybody else will be here being like, what are you talking about? My wife knows what I'm talking about. Like, we'll eat the same thing and she'll be fine. And I'm like, ooh. It's very nice to have a fire once in a while on a cool night. A cool windless night, I should say. Where the smoke just goes straight up in the air. What a day. This was a pretty good day, I would say, in retrospect. Got a lot of Camp U stuff done. So I guess tomorrow, or probably next week's episode, if all goes according to plan, will be an exploration of the northern quadrant of, I think the northwest quadrant of Yellowstone. If you want to see that, be sure to tune back in. Well, we explored campgrounds, we ate lunch by a river, we saw a giant waterfall, and then we ate hot dogs and spicy chili. Spicy for me anyway. And we're now sitting by a campfire, so this feels like a very complete day, and yes, Virginia City seems like a distant memory already, now that I'm back in the woods again, back where I belong. So, my friends, I'm gonna leave you here at the campfire alongside of me, ready for a good night's sleep. I hope you enjoyed tagging along with me today, and if you're enjoying these, continue to tune in. There's many more to come. See you next time.